The world's largest palace complex is located in the center of modern Beijing, measuring more than 7.75 million square feet and large enough to house 50 Buckingham palaces. From 1420 to 1912, the Forbidden City was Imperial China's symbolic and political center. Its intimidating name reflected how most subjects of the kingdom were never permitted to enter its gates. Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today, we are going to talk about dark secrets of ancient China, the Emperor's Forbidden City. Before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. The Forbidden City's Chinese name, Qing, translates as Purple Forbidden City. The color purple is regarded as lucky in Chinese culture, representing divinity, immortality, and the North Star. The Forbidden City would be the home and seat of power for 24 kings, 14 from the Ming dynasty, 1368–1644, and 10 from the Qing, 1644–1911. When the Manchu Qing emperors ousted the Ming, they built new structures and gardens, but the complex's significance remained unchanged. Sacred geometry. The Forbidden City is a rectangle over half a mile long and over half a mile wide. Its outside wall is more than 25 feet tall and ringed by a moat including an artificial water supply, the Golden River. The layout adheres to the concepts of feng shui. The palace complex is north-south oriented and symmetrical to represent the universe's balance. Tradition holds that its design includes 9,999.5 rooms. Only the celestial Lord of Heaven, not his imperial son on earth, could have 10,000. Nonetheless, the number 9,999 is considered lucky in Chinese culture, as it is related to the emperor and sounded similarly to the Chinese word eternal. The principal spaces of the Forbidden City are distributed along a central axis that runs across the gardens. When viewed from above, the complex produces a shape that corresponds to the ideal cosmic order in Confucian ideology, which refers to the center point between north, south, east, and west. At this center point stands the Hall of Supreme Harmony, which houses the Grand Imperial Seat, the Dragon Throne. By locating this at the Forbidden City's core, the emperor was metaphorically elevated to the very center of the cosmos, the center of all social and natural hierarchies around which the entire empire revolved. According to Chinese custom, people who are placed in the north and face the south have a superior position, much as those inside a building or in an elevated location are superior to those outside or in a lower space. The Forbidden City's architecture was specifically designed to represent these spatial relationships. The emperor was always seen standing inside a gateway or in an elevated room, gazing south from above, while his citizens stood below in open courtyards, looking north toward him. Imperial founder. The third monarch of the Ming dynasty, the Yongle Emperor, relocated the Chinese capital from Nanjing to Beijing in 1403. Ceremonies and rituals. According to Chinese imperial history, the emperor was the only official inhabitant of the Forbidden City. Ministers and nobles who represented the people were regarded as mere visitors. This distinction was important when preparing rituals such as the emperor's accession to the throne, his large audiences, birthday celebrations, and the issuance of government decrees. These types of ceremonies followed the same ritual structure. The emperor would lead the route to the ceremonial location, with his officials and nobles following behind him, through doors and crossing bridges in strict social rank. At no time was anyone permitted to stand to the north of the emperor. Historical depictions of imperial audiences show how the social order was stressed through stringent rituals. At daybreak, attendees gathered in the Hall of Supreme Harmony's outdoor courtyard. Relatives of the emperor stood on the steps leading up to the hall, arranged according to their blood links with the emperor. Military and civil officials formed rows on the outside court, again according to their ranks. Everyone faced north toward the emperor, who was carried to the throne by a procession clad in imperial finery and adorned with a dragon image. Once everyone was in place, the attendees knelt down and paid tribute to the emperor by touching their heads to the ground 3 times in 3 sequences of 3 prostrations, shouting, "Kowtow." The Forbidden City today, despite decades of difficulty, including great political turmoil, horrific war, and huge conflagrations, the palace complex still exists. Following the fall of the Qing dynasty, the last Chinese emperor, Puyi, resided in the Forbidden City until 1924, when he was eventually ejected by warlord and later Nationalist Party official Feng. The next year, the Republic of China declared the place a national museum. Northwest Tower. The entire Forbidden City is enclosed by a wall that is over 25 feet tall. Each of the 4 corners has an impressive tower, such as this one in the northwest corner. Mao Zedong declared the establishment of the People's Republic of China from atop the Gate of Heavenly Peace in 1949. During the Cultural Revolution in 1966, Mao had Red Guards stationed at this entrance. The imperial palaces of the Ming and Qing dynasties in Beijing and Shenyang were designated as a combined UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987, including the Forbidden City. Pro-democracy protests in Tiananmen Square, the world's largest public square and lengthy shadow of the Forbidden City, captured the world's attention in spring 1989. Entering the Meridian Gate. Wufeng Lu, 5 Phoenix Tower, is the impressive southern entrance to the Forbidden City. It is also known as the Meridian Gate, as it was thought that the Meridian line ran through the royal complex. The emperor issued his imperial decrees from this most favorable location. The gate is located in the center of the external wall and has lateral wings that project out on either side. Its design is based on the tower style used to embellish the entryways of palaces, temples, and tombs during the Zhou era. The path inside. At the southernmost part of the Forbidden City, the Meridian Gate serves as the main entry. The wall that surrounds the complex stands over 40 feet tall. 5 portals open through the Meridian Gate's tower, allowing access to the complex. The emperor alone had access to the center entrance. The only exceptions were for the empress on her wedding day and the top 3 national test students. The central structure stands almost 125 feet tall and is nearly 200 feet long, with a double roof of glazed tiles. Crossing the Golden River. Feng Shui rules dictate that every mountain must have water flowing before it. The land beyond the Meridian Gate adheres to this approach. The courtyard is separated west to east by the Golden River, which flows in front of the massive Gate of Supreme Harmony. The artificial river enters the city from the northwest and exits into the moat in the southeast. The Golden River is shallow, measuring about 15 feet wide, yet its water served both practical and symbolic purposes. The river served as a reservoir in the event of a fire, which posed a major threat to a city built primarily of wood. Where the Golden River flows in front of the Gate of Supreme Harmony, it forms a Mongol arch. There are 5 bridges that span the river, each representing one of the 5 Confucian virtues expected of the emperor's subjects: benevolence, ren, righteousness, wai, wisdom, ji, trustworthiness, xin, and ritual propriety. That's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you.